good looking, oversized blanket from Concierge Collection. Now, if you go look this up right now, what I'm about to say is not gonna make any sense because this has always been a customer pick, but because it always sells out, you won't even find that out there. This is new because we have new colors. We finally restocked it. It has this beautiful wave design that's on here. And the whole reason I bought this blanket, literally from Ellen Bunner, because my husband's a hot sleeper. And it is hot right now, it's summertime, but he runs hot every single day, 365, right? This was a way to give him that, but it's light enough. It's one of those that looks really good, and we have all new beautiful colors and prints in this beautiful heathering design. If you were to buy this blanket any other day when it's not a Today Special, this is about $66 per blanket. You're gonna pick it twin, full queen, or king cow king. They're all oversized no matter what size you're going with, but get this home with the free shipping and handling. Let's go through colors with Ellen Bunner, who has been shopping along with us for over 20 years.
Hello.
You had a busy day, my friend.
Yes, I'm so glad that we've never done this as a Today Special.
Yes.
We've had it for 2 years. It's been so popular. I know you own it. I own it. So many people that if you touch it, you want it.
Oh, I bought this for my parents too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot I also bought them one.
So if you are that hot sleeper, and you're right, it's not just time of year. If you're a hot sleeper, it could be every single night.
Yep.
So let's go through colors, and then I'll show you why ours is different from the viral cooling blankets that you're seeing all over the place. On the bed, we have the Serenity Blue, and it's a great place to really see that heathering you were talking about. So icy cool to the touch, super smooth and soft against your skin.
Really quick, Serenity Blue, I have 20 twins still left available. That will be on last call.
Wow. We layered that with the blush, which is this pretty soft pink. You can see that. And then down at the end of the bed, we have the clear water. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a spa blue.
Sold out my twin in my clear water. My other sizes are available.
Then we have the lilac.
Twin also sold out there.
The silver.
That's what I bought.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
No twin.
The sand.
No twin.
The white.
No twin.
And the soft green.
No twin.
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
Twin went fast.
Well, you know what? We always talk about this. This is a cool to the touch blanket. So
Yep.
what's going to happen is you're going to have it on your bed and you're going to want it on your couch.
Yeah,
So
I think that's what people were doing.
I was recommending to grab the twin size, right, for your sofa. But you know what you can do if we're sold out of the twin? Buy the full queen and use it on your sofa because this is a blanket, and the reason why it's viral is it is actually icy cold to the touch. Yes, it's moisture wicking. Yes, it pulls heat and moisture. It doesn't retain heat. It works like your performance wear, but there's 2 fibers in there, and one of them is that icy cool to the touch. So the minute your hand touches this, or your foot, or your leg, this is gonna bring that instant coolness. And what I like about it, because I sleep with this, is every time you move, it's like finding that new, fresh, cool spot on your bed.
But it's funny because myself and Rebecca were talking earlier, we were talking about the Today Special, and I said I own this, and I forgot I bought my parents also one. It is cool to the touch. It's not cold.
It's not cold.
My husband's a hot sleeper. He feels great in this blanket, but I previously, pre-perimenopause, was not a hot sleeper, but I wasn't cold. It just is this temperature regulator is the best way to kind of explain it.
What I find is like when you touch it, it's immediately cold, but then it levels off and it keeps your temperature at that constant. What you're seeing right here is my bedroom at home, and what I like about the blanket we did, and I'll tell you how ours is different, but there's many ways you can use it. So here I'm using it as a traditional blanket. It's layered under the comforter, so you have it right next to your skin. You can also, because we designed it with a little bit of down alternative inside, you can use it like a lightweight coverlet. Beautiful, right? Nice summer bed. And then this last one is my favorite way. You drape it over the end of your bed. It's that go-to nap blanket. It's that little layer, that texture at the end of the bed. And then what I love too is when you shop for these blankets, what I found is number one, a lot of them are super thin, like a sheet, right? And they're slick and they're thin and they just look and feel cheap. And I've listened to a lot of reviews. The other end of the spectrum is some of them are super thick, like a comforter. And they're super expensive, meaning they're hundreds of dollars. So what we did with ours is a couple things. First of all, we made it reversible. So one side, the heather side, is going to be your icy cool. That is the one you feel that immediate heat dissipation. Think about it when your hand touches metal or your hand touches a countertop and it pulls all that heat versus touching wood or cotton. Then on the other side, this is the side you would like.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
This is the brushed microfiber side. So this is that cozy side. It's like the inside of a puppy's ear. So we made this year round. You can layer with it. You can use it one side or the other. And then look at the thickness. It's perfection. Not too thick, not too thin. That layer of down alternative in there, that beautiful framing. And then we even made it pretty with the scallop design so that when you wash it, you don't have shifting or bunching. And actually, when you wash it, you don't lose any of the cooling. It's not a chemical. It's not a temporary fix. It is actually the fibers themselves that make it cool.
I was hearing the other host talking about, you know, when like you're laying on your pillow and then it gets hot.
Yes.
And then you kind of wake up because now you're kind of a little sweaty and your cheeks are a little sweaty, and then you flip your pillow around, as the saying says, right? Like that cool side of the pillow. But having that all the time.
All the time.
Right? So that's, again, this isn't going to freeze you out. It's just, you were talking about that. You know when you go to a countertop and you touch it for the first time and you get that nice coolness on there and you're like, oh, that feels so good.
Yes.
That's what it feels like to touch this. This isn't like an idea of cool. When you get it home, you take it out of the box, you touch it, you're gonna go, ding, ding.
It's cool.
It's cool to the touch.
Right. And what's interesting to me is wrapping up in this, and Suming worked with me this morning. She had on multiple layers.
Yeah.
You can feel the coolness against your skin with multiple layers. You know what else I like about this? I love that it's easy care. So I mentioned you can launder it. It also has no batteries. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to plug it in. Think about a heated blanket. There's a lot of electricity involved with that. It's those magical cooling nylon fibers mixed with that polyethylene, so that gives you the cool to the touch, but also gives you that feel and that performance of your active wear, meaning this is active, pulling heat. It is not trapping heat. It's actually releasing heat from your body. And I think that's what's interesting, because if you think of a blanket, I've sold blankets for years, right? And I've always said there's a blanket for every season. Like, you're not going to put a wool blanket on your bed in summertime. I would always direct you to a cotton blanket. I do love a cotton blanket. It's naturally breathable and moisture wicking, but feel it, right? It doesn't, it's just soft, but it's not cool.
It's not doing anything.
Right. Whereas this, you touch it.
By the way,
literally cool.
Both of these blankets are in the same temperature room.
Exactly.
So that is also, you're like, well, do I have to like crank up my AC to make it's the fibers that's the cool to the touch.
It's pulling that heat quickly away from your body. So you get that instant cooling, but yet you're still getting the breathability. You're still getting the moisture wicking. You also have a very safe blanket. I am very proud to say this is Okotex 100 standard tested. That means that is a textile test. They test everything in this blanket. So it's free from toxins and chemicals. It's safe enough for baby skin. So it's something that you will want next to your skin every single night.
Listen, I'm now a hot sleeper because now I'm in that,
girl, it's rough.
You know,
Yeah.
As they say, your own personal summer.
Yes.
I don't know when that baby's coming. Just every once in a while, I'm like, why am I so hot? But I'm also, even me being a hot sleeper, my husband always is, my kid, my 5-year-old, he must get that from his dad. Like, he's a very hot sleeper, right? But these are very, like, neutral. I can put it on the kids' blanket, you know, put it on the couch, put it on mine. But no matter what, I'm one of those, like, one leg outside the blanket, one leg inside the blanket. Because I want it to be warm, but I also want to be a little cold. This was such a happy place for everybody.
I completely agree. And what I love the most sleeping on this is every time you move, you feel that burst of cool, but at the same time, it's balanced because you have that cozy side. So really, this is not just a one-trick blanket. This is a blanket you can use year-round. And I say that because a lot of them out there are only cooling. There are just a lightweight. They're very thin. This is beautiful, so you can decorate with it, but you can also use it. Should we cover colors again?
Yes. By the way, that's the one that I have. I have the silver.
Silver.
I don't remember which color I got my parents. I'll have to ask my mom again. But I got her this.
Did they love it?
They loved it. There's not a lot of things that, especially in bedding, that I feel like but somehow it was just such a universal, like, we all kind of want something that keeps, because didn't me and you talk about this, like one of the #1 things that wake people up?
It's temperature.
It's temperature.
Yeah, you know, ideally you want to be at like a 67-degree room, right? So that's pretty cold, and if you don't want to run their thermostat that low, like cooling really helps. So that is one thing to keep that ideal temperature, because otherwise, fragmented sleep, trouble falling to sleep, waking up because you're sweating, right? Or you're hot. So this is going to help with all of that, and we did it beautifully. 8 exclusive colors. This is that blush that we have on the bed. You can see that little bit of heathering in the color. We have the Serenity Blue, which I think is just gorgeous. And remember, all of them are going to give you that reverse to a solid that's done in that soft brush fabrication that's going to be cozy next to your skin. Then we have the Clearwater. This one, I think, just to me, really represents cooling. It is like a spa. It looks like a pool, right? And when you have this draped around your body or on your sofa, you're going to live in it. Here's your lilac. 3 neutrals. These have been doing super, super well. Think of gifting these. Think of decorating maybe on your sofa. The silver, the sand, or the white. So and then lastly, we have that mint green. We should open one up. Which one do you want to open up? Do you have one color you want to show off?
Let's try the sand.
Okay.
Because I feel like we have pops of colors on the bed.
I love this color. It looks very expensive, I think, this color.
That's very like in.
It is. But here you go. So this, I know we've sold out of most of the twins. This is actually what my husband, he's 6'4", prefers on the couch, is a full queen. It's 90 by 90. Yeah. I love it because it's just an oversized square. So you can drape this on your sofa. Yep. You can wrap yourself in it. You can be on top of it. You can be underneath it. You can share it with your family. The dog's gonna love it. Everybody that runs hot is gonna want to be on this.
How really nice this is. Fran, does any color have a twin still left in it? Blush is the only one that still has twin left available, and there's 30 of them in the blush.
Gosh.
So if twin was the one that you for sure needed, the blush is the one you want to go ahead and get. But then we have full queen, which is dual sizing, and then king, cal, king. All 3 sizes are even bigger than industry standards. Like,
they are.
Twins not across the board. Like, you guys went a little bit more. And when this is no longer the Today Special, it's going to pop back up to about $66. I also don't know about the free shipping, but I have free shipping today.
Let's talk about that. I'm so glad we did that, because this is definitely one of those items you want to get multiple. It's one of those items that you think about your kid's bed or your guest bed, or maybe it's a bed for travel. Like maybe it's an RV. Maybe you run hot and you want to just have this on multiple places in your home. Let's take this to the couch, because I think it's such a great piece to take into your living room. It's so funny. When we started last night, I met with Suzanne before the show. And she had never felt it. And I know Tina has felt this, because you've lived with it for like 2 years, right?
It has been like 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Same with me. My son, my 19-year-old son, this was the one thing he wanted to take with him when he went off to college, was his cooling blanket. But Suzanne said to me, she goes, Ellen, why do you want it on the couch? She's like, you're hot. Why do you want a blanket? I said, you have to feel it. It does sound counterintuitive.
That's so crazy. Like when you said that, I was like, well, what do you mean? I'm so used to having my cooling blanket that what you said didn't even make any sense until right now.
Well, and you know, the thing about a blanket, we start using blankets when we're born, right? We're swaddled in a blanket, and scientifically, a blanket does a lot for you. It calms you. It brings down your anxiety, your stress. It's that little bit of weightiness. So I really love that our team at Concierge Collection really designed this with you in mind. Number one, you're getting the cooling. You're gonna love that icy cool sensation. You're also getting the cozy on the other side. But then we gave you that light amount of down alternative fill inside. So it's hypoallergenic, it's machine washable. We only ask that you line dry it. That's the only specification. Even the framing, this is like brushed. It feels so good against your skin. So every part of this is soft, even down to the fabric itself. It's really, really silky and smooth. What that does is it doesn't create friction against your skin. So again, adding to the coolness.
It's so funny because I've had this so long.
I know, I was gonna ask you, so tell me what do you love about it?
I forget. Like, we're talking about it now, and I forget that people are, like, new to this idea. But I'm telling you, the fact that you're a wife, you know that, right? So it's kind of like you're constantly trying to like help your family and do these things. And he was always running hot. And I'm like, how'd you sleep last night? And he's like, kind of off and on. I was like hot and I had to get up and all these things. And I was like, what can I do? And the moment me and you did this 2 years ago and we launched this and we were talking about it, I was like, let me get it home and see, right?
Right.
It is literally his favorite blanket. If it's being laundered, he's like, where is that one? I was like, I gotta wash it at some point in time, right? So like maybe I should get a second one.
Getting two
of them.
Yes, to
and
rotate.
My mom was asking for it.
That's what happened in our family is my son had it, then his girlfriend wanted it, then she got it, then she bought it for her parents. It's one of those things that when you touch it, when you feel it, when you share it. And I love gifting this and watching the reaction. Every host that their first time touching this, it's dramatic. It's a little dramatic because you don't expect it to be as cool as it is.
I would assume it felt that way because of the temperature in the room. I would think there's some kind of correlation between the two things, but it doesn't matter what my temperature is in my house. Oh, our AC went out not too long.
And it was so cool?
Yes, I told my husband, I wasn't there. I said, go get the silver blanket out, make sure that's the one that's on the bed, because that'll kind of keep you like that cool to touch. Perfect. As it was like a little bit warm. But if you're new to shopping at HSN, here's a couple of things. Traditionally, we do one Today Special a day. We make that the lowest price on something, either it's new or something we already know that you love. This is a customer pick. The only reason it says new and exclusive is because we've got new colors to go with this one, but it's the same technology that I sleep with every night. Yep. That's the only reason it says new and exclusive. But if you already have one, you want to buy another one. If you love yours and you want to gift it to somebody, whatever it is. But what is consistent is today's specials are limited time. So this will be $66. I would love you to even get it at $66 because I feel like you would still really love it. But I want you to get it on a deal, the free shipping and handling. And this is what, if you're on the fence, if you're like, I'm not really sure, is it what they're saying? Do it on a flex pay. That's $11 and some change. You can sleep on it for 30 days. Right. But right out of the box, touch it. You'll know.
Right away. And you know what? I also love the return policy on this because you have 30 days to try it out. And so many reviews I read, by the way, you're looking here at my home. I was showing you kind of the 3 ways to use this. You saw it as a traditional blanket. Here it is as a coverlet, like a one and done bed covering because it's so beautiful. And then my last is my favorite where I just fold it at the end of the bed. I love that layered look. This is that cool nap blanket. This is that icy cool to the touch. It's easy. We did 8 colors, so it works with any of your decor. Even there, I have it on the bed, and then I do the fold over so you can see a pop of color. But to your point, the things that we do different, the return policy, I read a lot of reviews. There's a lot of cooling blankets out there. Not a lot of them are cooling, right? So you want to get this home and you want to touch it, you want to feel it, you want to sleep with it, you want to wash it, you can do all that. The other thing I noticed is everybody out there is going to charge different prices depending on the size, and we never do that. So if you have a twin all the way up to a California King, it's one price, and it's so affordable because this is a blanket you've had 2 years, we've had ours 2 years. It looks brand new. Yep. Right? Have you noticed it lasts and lasts. So built for quality, built for coolness, built for comfort, because if you struggle with heat, there's nothing worse, and we all want a better night's sleep.
What if this is the answer? That's what I always say when we talk about bedding or anything in this world of Concierge Collection. What if it's the thing that makes you sleep better? You won't know. Right. Unless you get it home and sleep on it,
Unless you try it. And wouldn't you, when you wake up, I know, when you wake up hot, isn't there any amount of money you would spend just to be comfortable, just to be able to stay asleep, just to not be constantly sweating or fighting temperature or having fragmented sleep? It's worth it just to get it home and try it out. I'm showing you the clear water. Yeah. It's like a pool.
That's new.
This is new. Yeah, it is very spa-like. There you can see that quilting. You can see the thickness. And by the way, I think this is a great way to see the thickness too, is just, you know, a lot of them that you see. I was in a store the other day and I saw the tiniest little, it was a cooling blanket. It was the teeniest, tiniest. This is a full queen. So it really shows you the plushness and the thickness that we did. I love that we did that because it really sets ours apart.
Absolutely. And that is when, you know, Ellen was saying all the sizes are the same price. Think about this. Our twins are basically sold out. So people that were buying the smallest of the sizes were loving it at 46. Yes. Do you imagine paying that same price and getting the Cal King?
The King. So here's another thing. If you really are, you want a lot of fabric to play with, and you have a queen bed, grab the King. It's the same price. It's just going to fit your bed more like a bedspread. You're going to get more coverage on your bed. I do love that. Actually, I do that sometimes with comforters as well. So should we do the colors again real quick?
Yes.
Clearwater.
Clearwater.
Serenity blue on the bed. We all need that, right? Here is your blush. Love that sand.
5 twins left.
Oh my gosh, so the twin will be gone.
5 twins.
Oh my gosh.
And the entire collection is available in the blush.
Wow. Then we have the lilac right here. There's your silver, which is the soft gray. The white I know has been super popular. If you have a wedding, wouldn't that be the best gift? And the soft green, and then you have the sand.
I have the sand up here. So sand, white, and the silver have been really popular, because if you're looking for something neutral, I own the silver. If you're wondering what I sleep with, I sleep with the silver one of this blanket. And we've used it for the full 2 years that we've owned it. It was like a light bulb the moment I touched this with Ellen.
Oh my gosh,
I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we need in my house.
It's a game changer. It really is a game changer.
I really like that. We're gonna tell you about some sheets in a moment, but coming up a little bit later, I wanna get you shopping for some shoes. We're really kind of, doing a little bit of everything. I do have some Beezies that are coming up a little bit later, and we love Beezies because they're all machine washable